Body is coming back up, not iRacing crash. Put everything back up and running for you here shortly. Looks like while we were away, Stephen Massey was able to take over the lead from Keith Hackney. So we now have a new leader. Seems like we are all back now. Nice little pack going here with Stephen Massey, Keith Hackney, Monahan, Kent, and Clark. Now the 53 truck, that's a man after my own heart there with the Dunkin' Donut truck. I'll take a Boston cream, please. That or the 3 Oreo truck, man. These guys are making me hungry. It's like we had a little bit of a mishap in the back there. It's like the number 17 truck and the number 78 truck. They've gotten going again here. 17 truck decided to go ahead and tow, which was Richard Holland. Tom Lester in the 78 truck still on the track. Like Hunter Kent's going to try to make a run on that outside now. Trying to pick up James Mullins. Oh, that was almost bad. We watched that live. That shows you the talent of these drivers. These guys are sideways going 180 miles an hour. Never lost a position. Guys are getting a little dicey here toward the end. Coming back with 21 to go now. Still have Mr. Stephen Massey out front, Keith Hackney, Daniel Monahan, Matty D. Clark, and Hunter Kent. Looks like we may have a new leader here with a new face. Daniel Monahan looks like he's going out to the lead with the help of Hunter Kent. Like Keith Hackney's going to push Stephen Massey back up there. He's going to lead this lap. Yeah, it looks like it's going to be Stephen Massey. Jared Carr been up there all night long. Coming up on some lap traffic now. We'll see how that plays a factor in. Oh, Hunter Kent uses that lap traffic as a pig. And uses that to go to the lead. Jared Carr fights back out on the outside here. Trying to take over that lead from Hunter. And it looks like Jared's going to actually lead this lap. Now, the one thing that I can tell when I had to restart everything, it looks like we picked up some new paint jobs. I'm not sure if Trading Paints did an update earlier or what. But it looks like Ron Thompson's got him a pretty new paint job. I like that gray, black, and gold of Keith Hackney. That looks sharp. Just like last year, duking it out for first and second. Mr. Hunter Kent and Stephen Massey showing why those guys were first and second in points last year. Classic Ford versus Chevy on this front row here. And it'd be Hunter Kent that leads that lap, bringing us to 17 to go. Jared Carr pushing that 77 truck. Pushed him out enough to where you could get him in front of Hunter Kent. Now hoping somebody can do the same thing for him. God, I love the look of all these trucks up there. Jared Carr gets down in front of that low line with the help of James Mullins. It takes back over the lead. Coming back to 15 to go. Now we all know when things, at this time of the race was when things start getting dicey. Everybody just trying to get prepared and get positioned to where they want to be for those last few laps. Either put themselves in position to avoid the chaos or get the win. Right now, looks like Jared Carr, James Mullins, Matt Smithers, Stephen Massey, and Bernard Person in the top 5. Steven and Hunter jumped to that top side to try to make a run, and leader Jared Carr just shut that down quickly. Here we go, Hunter Kent. Like he's going to be able to push Steven out front here. Very little help. Like Jared's going to be able to hang on to that lead. Just like that, Keith Hackney jumps up to the top side there, breaks up that low line, and puts those 3 Nitro teammates right in line with each other on that top row. Oh, here we go. James Mullins gets shoved into the middle. Just like that, he's going to go backwards until Bernard Persons catches up with him here. That allowed Jared a little bit of breathing room. Jared's got Matty D. Clark there right there with him. And Matty's another Nitro driver. And then Darren Bruce. And Troy Torgerson, new name up front. A new name to the league. Top line seems to be getting a little organized now with a whole lot of experience up there. And James Mullins running that top line. Keith Hackney, Stephen Massey, and Hunter Kent, and Bernard Persons, all very fast drivers. And there we go, Matty D jumps to the top side there. With a little bit of help from James Mullins, going to probably be able to get past Jared Carr. Amazing speedway driving tonight. These guys are putting on an amazing show. I love it. Only thing that would be make it any better would be if I could smell the racing fuel. Nitro boys are trying to get themselves all lined up with 10 to go here. Trying to get everybody in position to see if they can get a all Nitro podium. Steven and Hunter are going to have to boot James Mullins out of this front line here. That's going to be kind of hard to do. James is an experienced driver. I'm sure he's waiting for that. Like Matty D lost a little ground there. Seems to be going backwards on that top line. They are duking it out. That's a fighting for every inch that they can find. Jared Carr is going to jump to that top side there. And there we go. We got Hunter Kent and Stephen Massey going to the top side. Booted James Mullins out of that top spot. Jared Carr fighting back on the inside with the help of Darren Bruce. Things are starting to get dicey now. Now we got those 3 Nitro drivers up top. Jared Carr and Darren Bruce and Torgerson on the bottom. And they're coming up on lap traffic. Still we got Stephen Massey out front, picking up where he left off last season. He ended the season with a win. Can he start this season with a win? There's 3 Nitro trucks, 1, 2, 3. Now everybody seems to have migrated to the top side. Coming back to 6 to go. Still have Stephen Massey, Hunter Kent, and Keith Hackney. 1, 2, 3. And I take that back earlier. Kyle Busch is not on the pole. He just won the first round of qualifying. That's what I get for trying to broadcast and watch the race at the same time. Still running that top line. Stephen Massey seems to have the field covered so far. That Jared Carr done jumped back down to the bottom to see if he can make a run. Oh, I take that back. It's a 53 truck of coming up on that lap traffic now. We'll see how that plays a factor. Lap traffic's doing what they should do. Getting out of these guys' ways and let them race. I take that back. Kyle Busch is officially the pole winner. Good for him. Still 4 to go. Mr. Stephen Massey keeping up with those winning ways. Mr. Hunter Kent and newcomer Mr. Keith Hackney. 1, 2, 3. And Mr. Ron Thompson done quietly picked his way back up into the mix there. Matty D up here in the top 6. Three to go. Still Mr. Stephen Massey out front. I know he's going to be happy. He had a big following last season. Had the only people that were actually communicating in the chat live. Although I think they were his brothers and they felt obligated, but still, it looked kind of cool. Cheering on their favorite driver. Woo. Keith Hackney tries to go down to Brock James Mullins, and that's done broke up those Nitro guys now. Coming back to 2 to go. Looks like that's going to cause Keith Hackney to probably lose a few positions. So that top side a lot more packed up than the bottom. We may have us a race here, fellas. James Mullins, he's kind of cagey. He's just sitting back there biding his time, waiting for that spot to open up. Got a little bit of help from the 18 truck of Bernard Persons. Hoping he just has a little bit of luck go his way. All right. And we are coming back to 2 to go. With 2 to go, we have Stephen Massey out front. We got Mr. James Mullins getting a huge push from Bernard Persons on the inside trying to make it work. We got 4 Nitro guys on the top now with Stephen Massey, Hunter Kent, Matty D, and past champion Mr. Ron Thompson. And look at that. Look who's sneaking up top here, Mr. Doc Stout. Doc Stout making a strong run tonight. Take that back. Doc was kind of caught in the middle there. Doc's a couple laps down on us. And there we go. It looks like Stephen Massey is going to begin the season just how he ended it, with his winning ways. And look at that. We have an all-Nitro top 4, all-Nitro podium tonight. So let's see about getting these boys up in the booth. Getting their take on the race for the night. Just a moment. I do not see Addy Clark in here. Sure where he's at. Huh. Before I seen him in here. Oh, here he is. All right, well, let's get third place Mr. Matty D up in the booth and see how he liked his first run in the league. Matty D's, Jim, up in the booth. How you doing, man?
Good. How you doing?
Hanging in there, man. Well, not a bad start to your first race in the league, man. Coming out with a third place there.
Yeah. It was a pretty good start. I know it started outside pole. Truck had a little trouble getting off, but once we got going, kind of settled in with everybody else and kind of picked up spots where I needed to.
So any changes from last Daytona? Is the trucks running any different? The aero any different?
Aero's a lot different. definitely with this new package, you gotta keep that right side protected.
Gotcha. So how you liking it over here on the nitro side?
Good, good. It's not that much of a change from where I used to be. I know I used to race with Carr and Mullins quite a bit, and took a bit of a break and came back to racing at Nitro, and it's been good. Treat me pretty well.
Good deal. Well, welcome to the league and welcome to Nitro. And let's see, where are we headed at next? Where we're headed at?
Atlanta.
Atlanta? Oh, Atlanta Dega.
Atlanta Dega, yep.
Yeah, so another super speedway. Well, you ran pretty good tonight, so your chances of running pretty good next week is going to be pretty good as well. So I guess we shall see you next week in Atlanta.
We're going to give it a shot.
Any shout outs that you want to give?
Just shout out to Nitro Racing and Johnny Taylor for putting together quite the amazing sets that we have.
All right, good
deal.
deal.
Quite a bit of wins lately.
All right, buddy. Well, we will see you next week in Atlanta.
All right, see you next week.
Yes, sir. Mr. Hunter Kent. Mr. Hunter Kent.
What's up, Jim?
Y'all are starting the season like y'all ended it, man. 1-2. What's up with that?
Well, it's just reverse order, but I told Steven, he said with like 5 to go, man. He's like, what do you want to do here for the end? And I said, dude, to be honest with you, I'd rather one of us win. So if I have no shot of winning at all and taking the win away from either of us, like I'm sticking to your bumper and one of us is winning this race. So that was kind of the game plan there with 5 to go. Before that, I couldn't tell you what was going to happen. We just needed to get up front and it's kind of control the lines, there for a little bit. We were able to run 1-2 side by side and kind of control both of them. But that third car, man, that's the one that plays the factor in which line's going to go forward.
Well,
it was a lot of fun,
I tell you what, man, I watched you, him, and Keith play the bump tag thing there for a while, and y'all actually started to get away from the pack doing that. That was the craziest thing. I've never seen that work like that before.
Yeah. Like I said, it kind of depends on that third car, to be honest with you, because the way this aero package is, if the third car is pulling the second car off the first car, you're hurting yourself. So you just gotta use the bumper cars and have fun with it, and try not to wreck. These things are this go around here at Daytona. I don't know if you could tell, but we were swerving all over the dang place. It was crazy, but bumper cars is a lot of fun, and glad we were able to push Steven to the win there. And now I'm finally on a full team, so we're going for that team championship this year. And should be a lot of fun with these guys over here, Doc and Ryan. So once we get Ryan back to full health with his collarbone, it should be a good little team.
Well, I tell you what, Doc definitely stacked the deck with that one.
Doc said, well, I can't talk crap about Jimmy Pit Road anymore because he's like, I just blew that one.
All right, buddy. As always, you got any shout-outs that you want to give?
Yeah, first and foremost, Jim, I think you've broadcasted this for 3 seasons now, so we greatly appreciate you. Zader comes up with a lot of the sponsorship for this league. Doc for putting it on. I don't know if some of the sponsors have changed from this year to last year, so thank you to everybody. I'm sure next race I'll get everybody's name down, but thanks to all the sponsors that put this on. And to be my 3rd season in this league, I think this is probably the most competitive field we're going to have this year, so it's doing nothing but getting better and better. And then just a big shout out to everybody over there at Nitro and Johnny for making these truck setups, man. Like I said earlier in the pre-race, these guys make you feel like family. So if you guys are looking for a setup shop that's going to treat you right and we're going to have fun and go out there and try and win some races, come over here and join us in Nitro. So just big shout out to everybody up front right there. Good, clean racing. Big shout out to Steven. Hopefully he doesn't beat me in wins this year. If we can tie, that'd be awesome. But if he does, we started it off right here at Daytona.
There you go. All right, well, there you have it. Last season's champion comes runner-up tonight. 1 spot too short, but I'm sure we will see more of him in the future. All right, we'll see you at Atlanta next week.
See you, man.
All right, Steven, you're starting it off the way you ended it, man.
Yes, sir.
Nothing wrong with that, though, I guess.
Cascade Hollow.
Do it.
I told Hunter, I was like, man, Doc cheated and he stacked the deck on that one on that team. I don't know who he paid off to get all you guys, but man, he got a stout one this year or this season, I should say.
Yeah, he gave us grip packs.
Oh, I got you. I see. Hey, he had to get some of that Mountain Moonshine out there and put it on the tires, get them soaked up a little bit.
Yeah.
So, what's different in these trucks now from last year? You find any difference in them?
Man, the air is crazy. I don't know if you've seen us all, but we were all over the place. Looked like a bunch of drunk drivers out there.
Yeah,
Just
it was.
wobbling.
Yeah, it looked kind of fierce out there for a few, especially when you get a whole pack together. And all it would take is for one person to kind of get out of the line just a little bit, and then all of a sudden it was a caterpillar for the next 3 laps.
Yeah. That guy would fall back, and then there'd be a massive line, just surge forward, and then they'd do something or get side by side. And I mean, the air is insane now on the restrictor plates with what it does with these trucks.
Yeah, that's crazy. Well, I mean, I got to say, it's definitely a good way to start your season to start it the way you ended. So maybe this will give you a little leg up on Hunter and see if you can get him in the end this time.
Well, the next restrictor plate, I'm gonna make sure I stay behind him, and we try to be as effective as we were today and do the exact same thing and even the odds.
Right. Well, that's next week, so we're going to Atlanta Dega. So. All right, man. Yeah, any shout outs you want to give?
Yeah, I want to give a shout out to VSpeed, the league. I want to give a shout out for you for broadcasting. I'm sorry, what is the correct name so I get that right from here on out?
Burnt Rubber Media.
Burnt Rubber Media. I want to give a shout out to Burnt Rubber Media for broadcasting this, and you for broadcasting it yourself. And then Nitro Racing Team, they give us bad fast sets every week. And then everyone for racing clean at Daytona, raced 60 laps. It went green.
Right, no lie, I loved it, man. I tell you what, man, it really was some good racing. I don't know how the 2 packs got separated, but the 1 pack, even them back there in the 2nd pack, they were all just side by side, switching positions. Everybody was being pretty respectful of each other. You know, if somebody got a little sideways or a little out of it, they'd let off and let them in instead of sticking a nose in. So that's the kind of racing I like to see, man. That's pretty good. But just so you know, so instead of how we had FRT Motorsports last year, this year that's changed. It's the same people, but it's now changed. They've put FRT on the back burner, so now we're doing Mean Dean's Automotive and Greer and Associates. So same people, just a different business, different side of their business that we're promoting for.
Okay, so Mean Dean's Automotive.
Right, and Greer and Associates.
And Greer and Associates.
Yeah, that's
Mean Dean's Automotive and Greer and Associates.
Yeah,
and
that's Andre. Yep.
Burnt Rubber Racing and VSpeed.
There you go. And Nitro.
And Nitro.
Yep. See, we could have put you on that race for the seat, man. So when they put him in the media day and asked him all those questions.
Yeah, I saw that. They were. I would have been just as bad. I would have been like Trevor, that
Right.
Trevor guy.
Yeah, no, you'd have thought they were ready to execute him, man. He looked like he was scared to death. Oh, good deal, man. All right, buddy. Well, congratulations on your win. Hopefully this is a good sign for your season, and good luck. And we'll see you next week in Atlanta.
Yes, sir. We'll see you next week.
All right, buddy. Have a good one.
You too.
And there you have it, everybody. The first race of the season is in the books for Season 15 of the VSpeed Contender Series, brought to you by NEPA Towing and Recovery, Mean Dean's Automotive, Greer and Associates, Butt Kicker, and as always, powered by Nitro. That's it for Burnt Rubber Media. We shall see you next week in Atlanta Motor Speedway for another similar race. I call it an Atlanta Dega because it's go fast, turn left, pretty much wide open, and we'll see how these drivers get around that track, and hopefully we have just as good as races we had tonight. Amazing races from these guys. Glad to see the new faces in here. Welcome to Jared. Welcome to James. Welcome back to the Screaming Eagle, guys. We appreciate you guys supporting the league and coming out here and making these guys put on a good race. Tom Lester, Matt Smithers back, Troy Torgerson, and let's see, I know we had another one in here, Daniel Monahan. We welcome you guys over to the league, and we shall see everybody